Hey fellow garage golfers, rolling here with Garage Golf, where we provide extraordinary golf info for the extraordinary golfer. I gotta admit, I'm having a bit of a Groundhog Day / deja vu moment here, but what we're talking about today is the long anticipated, the long awaited, and in many cases, the long frustrating release of Skytrak version 3.4.1. So I'm talking about Groundhog Day because I actually did this video in full on April 14th, 2019. I got beta access to it, I demoed it, I went ahead and sent it back to Skytrak so they can see the video that we'd be releasing, and then I waited, and waited, and waited, and waited until they finally released it. So, very surprisingly, I saw today that it was released. Kind of silently, I wasn't notified, so I didn't have a chance to do an updated video on it, which I'm doing now. The only way I found out about it is that I actually saw another person's video on it. So a little bit frustrated there as well on my end because I released a video almost a year ago today and I was waiting for a signal to go ahead and release this video. But I'm doing it nonetheless because I know a lot of Skytrak users like myself out there want to see what's in there. I'm still going to do this video for you. I'm going to show you a little bit about what's new. I'm really happy with some of the updates that they've done and I've been excited to release that to you guys at home. So I want to go ahead and show you the video. Let's jump right into what's new with Skytrak version 3.4.1 and where you can get it depending upon when you see this video. As of right now, as of today, it is not yet on the actual Skytrak website. I'll show you where to get it. I'll walk you through it, let you know what to do from there. Stay tuned and check it out. All right, so here we are online. I'm going to show you exactly where to get this. Now, the date of this video, if you're watching it at home, is March 4th, 2020. So I want to go ahead and show you a little bit more about where I saw this release, where you can get it as of today. In the future, probably in the very near future, you're going to see it on Skytrak's website as well. But just wanted to show you a little bit more about where you can download this. And also what's new in Skytrak version 3.4.1. So I know Skytrak's been needing this update for a while. We had a lot of users that were wanting to see it, that knew about it, because it was actually released at the PGA Merchandise Show 2019, that they'd be releasing this in the future. And we waited a little bit, and obviously waited a whole lot longer after that to see it. But it's there, it's released. I'm thinking that let's hope that they got it right and everything looks great. But I'm going to show you the features, what to expect, and give you a little bit more detail on that as well. So let's talk about what's new in 3.4.1. Number one, the added support for multiple accounts to aid in switching back and forth between users and multiplayer challenges. So everybody from now on will be able to have their own profile and have their own data that gets tracked, their own login for the SkyGolf website or Skytrak website to allow them to see their data, what their shots are, what their average carry is, all that stuff. So that's going to be really, really cool. They also added the ability to create a custom golf bag in the profile, and you could also toggle this in the practice club selection pop-up. So now if you want to test two clubs side by side, instead of labeling them pitching wedge 1, pitching wedge 2, you're going to be able to actually label what brand of club it is, what type of club it is, and everything that you're going to need to know. So this is going to be really, really good. Plus you'll be able to save your bag, your actual friends that come over, family, anybody that has their own profile can save their own bag as well. So that way everything's fine-tuned to each user profile, which is nice. They did some improvements to high ball speed measurements over 150 miles per hour. I've seen some initial testing on that that's been done and really good results. So I'm looking forward to seeing that moving forward, as far as that's always been a complaint of high swing speed users, which obviously equates to high ball speed, and the data being a little bit incorrect in regards to what they're seeing there. So I've been seeing some really good results from that. I'm not going to be testing that. I don't hit it 150 mile per hour ball speed, but it is something I've been seeing, and definitely something for those high swing speed users out there to check out as well. Some minor changes as well. They did fix some dispersion circle bugs in the shot plotting screen. They fixed left-handed display bug in the shot history. They fixed a delete shot bug in the practice screen. And then they added internet availability icon to the dashboard. So as of right now, this is on golfsimulatorforum.com. I will put the link for this in the video description so you know exactly where to download it. I will also indicate to you here on SkyGolf's website the actual SkyGolf download link. As you see here, as of today, March 4th, it still shows version 3.3.2. They might still be doing some initial testing with it, but it is available if you find a link to download. And I'm going to go ahead and download that for you now. I'm going to show you what to expect, and then we'll walk you through a few of these features in a little bit more detail as well. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the 64-bit. Now I have a 64-bit computer. If you have a 32-bit computer, you can do that as well. They'll both work, but I'm going to click on the 64-bit to go ahead and do that download. Down here on the bottom left, you'll see it start to download. I'll bring you back once it's done, and I'll walk you through the rest. Okay, so it's finished downloading now here on the bottom left-hand corner. And I already had downloaded version 3.4, which was that beta release. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one to go ahead and update that one. So let's go and click on Open. And we are going to create a desktop shortcut for this. Go ahead and click on Next and install it. And for the Microsoft Visual C++ 2012, we're going to click We Do Agree. It's the only way to install it. Go ahead and click on Install. If that pops up on yours, it did pop up on mine. It's going to walk me through the quick installation of the Skytrak now, of the new app update. And it's finished. So now we just click on Finish. And again, if you see this video after March the 4th, 2020, I will have a new download link for you in the event that they update it. So now the Skytrak has updated itself. I'm going to go ahead and maximize this screen for you to see. Let me go ahead and log into my profile. Okay, so now when you log in with this new app update, it's asking me to create a profile name, which I will do. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. And this is how you're going to have individual users for their actual unique individual profile. So I'm going to go ahead and create another one just to show you. And it's going to ask you, I'll hide some of the personal info, of course, email and whatnot, but it's going to ask you how you found it, if you're male or female, if you're right-handed or left-handed. And we'll go ahead and click on Continue. And lastly, it will ask you for a profile name. This is just a test one I'm going to do just to show you guys how to do it. But I'm going to label it Garage Golf Guest for anytime someone comes over if they don't want to create a full account. I'm going to go ahead and click on Create Account now. And there you see Garage Golf Guest is created. And you could add multiple users, not a problem. But this is going to be how each person will have their own unique login. So when they want to hit their shots, you can change it pretty easily. Let me show you exactly how to do that first. So let's just say you've hit your shots, you have a friend that wants to take a little practice round, come in and hit their shots. All you're going to do is click on this little tab up here in the right-hand corner where it has your name. And now you're going to click on Manage Users. And now you would click on the other person you want to switch it to. You can change their profile color to any color you want. Let's make it as black in this case. And then you could actually edit their name later, email, anything like that. And we're going to click on Back now. And now let's go ahead and switch users. We're going to switch user, change it to Garage Golf Guest, and now we click on Close. And now they're able to do their own thing, their own bag mapping, anything that they want to do moving forward, which is really nice. I do like that feature. You can switch that very easily, change it around, and do everything that you need to do very quickly. So let me go ahead and change it back to my name now. They hit their shots, I'm ready to go. You can change all the settings, my bag features, I'll walk you through that as well. But so that's how you switch user accounts. That's how you create a new user account moving forward. So that part's really, really easy. I like that. That's one of the coolest features that they did to allow them to have their own data, their own login, and they're going to be able to access that account online at the SkyGolf website to get all their data and everything that they do using your Skytrak when they come over. So that's a really nice feature, and I enjoy that one a lot. Moving on to the next one, which is the ability to create a custom golf bag in your profile. And we can toggle this at any point as well. Let me take you back into the Skytrak app and show you how to do that. All right, so we're now in the Skytrak app again. We're under our main profile. All we're going to do is click on the name again, and we're going to go down here to My Bag. Obviously, I have not set up my bag yet. I will go ahead and show you how to manage the bag. So all we got to do is click on Manage Bag. And here you see the entire bag here. And what you're going to do first is you're going to go ahead and click on Add Club. And now you can go ahead and select club. So let's start with the driver. And in my case, I have a Titleist driver. And that driver is a 917 D3. And we're just going to click on Add Club. And now you can drag that club into the bag wherever you want it to be. So drag club into the bag. There it is. and there's your driver, and it has it labeled now. So that's really nice. So let me go ahead and go in here. I'm going to add my irons. I'll add my wedges and my putter as well. I don't know if we'll add putter or not, but I'll walk you through that as well. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll bring you guys right back here. And yes, it does have the ability to put a putter in. There's still not a putting feature yet, but I will put that in as well. So I just got a new putter that I'm really proud of, really like a lot, but it's not on the list. It's not a traditional putter, so I'm going to click on custom, and then you can label that putter yourself or any brand of club that if it's not listed on the drop-down list. And in my case, it is an Argolf, A-R-G-O-L-F putter, and it is the Uther, U-T-H-E-R. So if you have not checked out Argolf putters yet, check out one of my more recent videos. It's a really, really cool putter, putting company, and I'm going to do another video on that for you guys soon on the new putter to show that to you guys. But it's a really cool company, definitely one that I recommend for those of you at home if you're interested. It's more of a custom brand as well, but definitely something that I've been enjoying and looking forward to showing that to you in an upcoming video. So I'm going to go ahead and add that club. That's the last club in the bag. Then I'm going to go ahead and drag that club right here. There's my putter. So here you see my entire bag now. And what we have is my driver is a Titleist 917D3. I have my 3 Cobra Hybrid, which is an amp cell, oldie but a goodie. Also oldie but a goodie, I have the 3-wood TaylorMade RBZ. And then from my 5 all the way to my gap wedge, I have Cobra King F9 1-length irons. I have a 56 and a 60-degree Callaway PM grind. And then for my putter, I have that custom Argolf Uther putter. So now we're done with that. We're done with everything on setting up the bag. And now once you set up the bag, you'll later on be able to see your bag stats for everything that you've hit. How many carry, how many total, and that's going to be a really nice feature. So you can go in here and check and see. This also helps with you doing your bag mapping and seeing how far you're hitting shots. This is kind of an easier way to do it now as you're going through practice rounds or different shot situations. It's good for you to change your club so you can see this now. So we're done with setting up the bag. We're going to go ahead and click on the X to back out of this now. All right, so now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and go into the practice mode just to show you. And now when you go to select the club, you're going to see the traditional clubs that you've been seeing before, like driver, 3-wood. But here on the right, you can click on your custom bag, and now we have the option to pick any one of those clubs now. So let's go ahead and click on, for example, my pitching wedge. And now you see pitching wedge. And now let's go ahead and hit a shot with the pitching wedge. I'm going to show that to you. Then I'll show you that data back here on that last screen that we just came from as well. All right, so before I hit my pitching wedge shot, I want to show you one of my newest setups that I've done here. And here you actually see a light that I set up right over the golf ball with the Skytrak. So if you ever have issues at home with the Skytrak not reading shots and you follow some of our other videos on setting up the ball, I found very, very quickly that good lighting makes all the difference in the world when you're setting up your Skytrak. So I did buy this light. I'll put the light link in the description below. Don't get anything out of you guys buying that particular light, but I like it. It has batteries. It's completely wireless. You can turn it off and on. Let me show you how much light it gives out. All right, so that's with it off. And then that's with it on now. So really good lighting, and the better the lighting, the better the Skytrak's going to read it. And you want that lighting behind the unit like you see here, so it's not actually shining into the laser, not giving you any issue. So let's hit about 3 shots with a pitching wedge, and then I want to show you that data back on the video. But I did want to show you that new light setup I have, and it's made a really big difference in the number of misreads that I don't have now, and that's something I wanted to show you guys also. Who needs to warm up, right? All right, so there's 3 pretty mediocre shots down. Let me take you back to the screen and I'll show you that data and what you can see now with that custom bag mapping, or that actual custom name your bag and your own clubs tool that we're talking about at home. So now we've taken the 3 shots. I'm going to show you what you can do now. So now we're going to obviously go in, we can check our shot history. And here at the top, instead of just showing pitching wedge, it's going to show you the name of the club that you were hitting. So this is going to be great when you go and you want to now start doing some club comparisons and doing some cool different things there. So let's just say I had a Cobra F9 and I also had, let's just say, a Callaway Maverick iron, one of the new ones that just came out, and I want to test them side by side. This is going to be how I'm going to do it now. You can go in there and select it. You can name other clubs. You can do different things like that. So that's going to be really nice. We'll be able to compare those, do everything that we need to do there as well. So that's going to be a really nice tool and a way for you to be able to compare different clubs and give them different names and things of that nature that you'll be able to do moving forward. So I do like that feature. And if you go to Club Compare, still has a traditional way to do it, but you're going to have your custom bag now and be able to name your clubs individually, which is going to be a really nice feature. So I like that feature a lot. And again, if you have another user that wants to use their clubs, they're going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and exit the session. I'll take you back to the main screen now. And now what we'll be able to do is go into our data, click on My Bag, and now you're going to see those shots that we just took with that pitching wedge show up here, that my average carry was 112, my average total distance was 117. So again, as you go through different scenarios, and even if you go through some of the practice mode stuff and you use these clubs, it's going to automatically calculate all that stuff here, which is going to be really nice and be able to allow you to see all that data moving forward. So if you're going through the shot randomizer feature, you're going through different things, this is going to be the way that you can still get all that data, get the practice that you want to do in, but when you're changing your clubs, it's going to be saving all that as far as your carry and total, and that's a nice feature. That's one of the things that I was really excited to show you guys, because I like the ability to be able to name those clubs, and that's something we've been looking for quite a while. So I do love that feature also. One of the top things that I think that they've done so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come out with here in the future. And lastly, one more thing with that feature. So let's just say your friend comes over and they want to do the same thing. You can do that. You just go to their bag now. As you see, I had already set up my bag. They can click on their own bag and put all their own clubs. I'm not going to do it now, but it's going to be the same thing for them, and they'll be able to track all that on their own account online. So that's going to be great for having multiple people over and having them be able to practice and do everything that they want to do moving forward. And lastly, one more thing on the bag, the manage bag feature. So if you do want to do a club comparison and it's not in your bag, you want to make sure to put it in your bag. That's the one thing that you do still have to do. So let's just show you. Just leave one empty spot or take one out at least while you're trying to do that club compare feature. And let's just say I have two other clubs I wanted to test out. Pitching wedge, I have the Cobra, King F9 one length, but let's just say I want to also test out the Callaway Maverick. So all I would do is drag it into the bag. And it's there in my bag now. So it does have to be in your bag for you to have it labeled with a name. I'd like to be able to see when you're on the actual practice screen, you can label different clubs there as well. That might be something in the future I'd like to see as well. But so now it's in the bag. And if we go back into the practice feature now, and we want to do a club comparison, then what we would do essentially is we pick the first club from the bag. Then it would be saved on there. And then later you can exit the session. You could remove it from your bag, and you can see all the data still in regards to, go back to the manage bag feature or my bag feature. You'll see all your stuff that's in your bag here. You can see what you're doing as far as your carry, your total, everything. And then you can adjust and add or remove clubs from there. So that's going to be the way you'd want to do some club comparison. Or of course you could just label it pitching wedge 2 and you're going to know which one it is. But I would like to be able to see on that practice screen the ability to just name it there on the screen without it having to be in your bag, but still a nice feature and still definitely something that I like seeing. So now that I don't want to have that in my bag anymore, I have that Callaway Maverick, I would just drag it back down here to the bottom and we're good to go. Just save it, close it out, and everything's going to be saved in our bag. So now the next time we log back in, our bag's ready for us to go. We'll have our multiple users ready to go. And again, everything's going to be saved there for us to, for the next time that we log in. So that's nice. Everything's backed up to the Sky Golf website, and we're good to go as far as everything that we need there. And of course, you can still move forward, use the practice settings, use the game improvement settings, bag mapping, all that stuff. So click on something like bag mapping, we go in there, it'll have our clubs on there. You can still do custom bag features on there as well. Pick your clubs for the bag mapping and have them labeled, have them named, everything. And actually, if you look down here at the bottom, the one that I took out of the bag is actually on there for the bag mapping feature. So there are some cool things that you can do. I just wanted to show that to you as well. But when you go into things like bag mapping, you don't have to just pick the default 5-iron. All you have to do is click it and click on custom bag and everything's there. And then of course club matrix stuff is on there, but you just want to click on custom bag and all your features, all the clubs you've added are going to be on there ready for you to use moving forward. One other little tiny feature I wanted to show you as well is that they have added this internet availability icon here. So if you're at home and you're not quite sure, let's just say you're not hardwired to the internet, or you have a way to have your computer hardwired to the internet and you're on Wi-Fi, this is going to give you a good idea as far as where you're at, either connection with your computer or with your Skytrak to your computer. I'm not quite 100% sure, but it's going to show you your internet connection altogether up here on the upper left. So in my case, you see I'm actually on Wi-Fi. You see that connection's pretty good, but if you're having issues and there's intermittent problems that you're having as well, this might be one of the first places to look on your dashboard to show you what kind of internet connection you're having, and if you needed to kind of hardwire that as well. That's definitely something to look at. So I always have my Skytrak on network mode. I found that I had, and this could just be a personal thing that I experienced, but I found that I had a lot less misreads at the time. Having it on network mode and not having plugged in via USB. I fixed a lot of different things that I have with where I place the ball with the Skytrak, or even with the new light that I've added as well to it to give a lot better way for that laser to read the golf ball. So I haven't had really any issues with misreads now, and that's definitely something I get a lot of questions on. So there's ways to fix that pretty easily, and something to keep in mind moving forward. So I do like that feature to have that internet connection availability, but I wanted to show that to you as well. All right, so now of course we also have a few other things. Most of them are miscellaneous bug fixes and different things that Skytrak has done. And hopefully with that extra time that we've had, they've kind of perfected all that stuff a little bit. So when we start using this update, we're not seeing any bugs or glitches. But if I catch anything in the future as I'm going through this, I'll definitely relay it back to you at home and point that out as far as different things to look out for. But Skytrak's normally been pretty good about being on that. Once they release something, if they catch a bug or a glitch, they fix it pretty quickly. So that's what we're seeing. And then of course, the biggest thing for all you high swing speed people out there is that they've done some integration to that as well to help fix it. So I'm not testing it because I just don't have that 150 ball speed, to be honest, but we'll test that in the future for you here if I can get Danny to come in. Danny has 2 kids now, so it's hard to get Danny in here, but any parents at home, you obviously understand that as well. So, but we'll look forward to keep testing that out. Now let's address the elephant in the room. So what took so long for Skytrak to release version 3.4 or 3.4.1 in this case? Nobody really knows. And when I talked to them at the PGA show, there's obviously some things going on where they're working on some things internally, but it's nice that we see this update, and that's going to hopefully reassure a lot of people out there that Skytrak is still a really, really good product. I love the people at Skytrak. They've done great things. I love the product, and I still have it, as you see. I bought that Skytrak with my own money. There's different things that you can do to get it a little bit more fine-tuned, as you see, like the light and the battery pack that I have on my Skytrak unit, so I don't have to have it plugged in via USB or anything like that. And of course, you know, what's the big ticket that people are looking at now? It's between Skytrak and Mevo Plus. So Mevo Plus is not without its own issues. Now that it's been released a little bit and some things are on back order, we're starting to see some little things come out there as well, that little glitches and problems. So nobody's perfect. It's just a matter of how it gets handled and how it gets addressed. And hopefully moving forward with Skytrak, we're going to see a lot of that stuff here in the future as far as more updates. I know they promised at the PGA show last year another update. Not even going to get into that one quite yet. I'm just excited that this update's been released. I look forward to working with them to hopefully by the time the next update comes around, Skytrak, if you're watching, let us know in advance. I want to have this video ready to go and show the people at home that are watching this as far as what to expect with a new feature. But let me know if you have any questions on the Skytrak app update. I look forward to testing it out more for you in the future and seeing you guys online on the different programs. I'm going to be doing some E6 Connect stuff with Skytrak now moving forward as well. So let me know what you want to see. I'm looking forward to bringing it out to you. Any questions on Skytrak version 3.4.1, let us know. We'll look forward to helping you out with any questions that you'd have as there as well moving forward, and just answering anything at home that you guys have for us. All right, and now for some quick channel cleanup stuff. If you have not yet joined our Facebook group at the link down low at the bottom, please make sure to do so. We look forward to talking to you guys on there. If you're interested in the Skytrak and you have questions, reach out to me anytime at roland@mygaragegolf.com. If you're going to buy a Skytrak or are interested, please reach out to me first. I have an affiliate code that I can share with you guys. It helps out the channel a little bit in all honesty, but it's at no additional cost to you at home, and we're there to answer questions for you guys anytime, 24/7. So I look forward to helping you with any questions that you would have. If you like our video, please give us a big thumbs up. And if you have not yet done so, please consider subscribing to our channel for more videos like what you saw here today. As always, we had a really great time doing this video for you. I look forward to doing some more Skytrak stuff now moving forward and bringing you new content like what you saw here today. Any questions, reach out to us anytime. We appreciate you hanging out with us. And as always, keep on golfing.